Access to education isn't merely an option, it's a fundamental right for all children. When it comes to making dreams a reality, ensuring that every child has a chance at quality learning is crucial to building an equitable future. Welcome to the exchange from our studio here in Doha. Coming up on this episode, we sit down with Laura Friganti, CEO of Global Partnership for Education, about the importance of keeping children in school for their future work prospects. And we speak with Maliha Malik, Executive Director at Education Above All Foundation, about empowering communities and enhancing digital access. Every child, no matter where they are, deserves an education. It goes beyond the family unit. Governments, communities, and social organizations all have a role to play in making sure quality education is accessible. According to the World Economic Forum, the global literacy rate stood at around 40% in the 1950s. It has more than doubled since then to nearly 90%, driven by the proliferation of learning tools, technology, and accessibility. Increased funding in education is also another reason, with the global education market set to hit $10 trillion by 2030. That's according to the global data platform Holland IQ. So why is early childhood learning at the forefront of the global education strategy? I sat down with Laura Friganti, CEO of the Washington, D.C.-based Global Partnership for Education, the largest fund dedicated to boosting education in developing countries. She explained how this phase of education translates into workforce productivity.
To begin with, you have to work with the community to make them understand why sending the children to school is important, why sending the girls to school is important, and why keeping them in school for 12 years is important. I think that in many countries the education system is obsolete in a way and respond to a definition of the sector that is more academically oriented. That is not really what the labor market is asking. If you ask an employer what kind of things they are looking for, even for medium-level jobs, they would say that they want soft skills, they want interpersonal skills, they want problem-solving skills, etc., etc. Not many systems are equipped to produce these skills these days.
Well, when it comes to providing quality learning for children, it's not just about what's taught in the classrooms, but outside of it too. According to UNESCO, the Netherlands has shaken up the conventional model by consistently providing forward-thinking education. Our reporter Stefan de Vries takes a look at the country's holistic approach.
Hi Laila, I'm in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, where the education system is known for its innovative approach and its focus on children's well-being, making it one of the most effective in the world.
The Dutch believe in autonomy, innovation and inclusivity, allowing schools to shape their curriculum and foster critical thinking.
I think we don't only focus on the academics, but we also focus on kind of the social emotional development, because school is actually not only there for academics, for math, for science, sure, but it's also very much about how do we learn to emotionally regulate and how do we learn to interact socially.
In the Netherlands, children actively participate in society through the Jeugdjournaal, a news program that empowers them to engage with current events. The country's biggest cities have a kinderburgemeester, a children's mayor who represents young voices and advocates for their rights.
Ik ben de kinderburgemeester. Er was ook wel echt naar me geluisterd. Dat vind ik wel heel fijn. Dat je samen met de kinderraad kan je gewoon voluit praten en je mag discussiëren en er wordt wel echt naar je geluisterd. Dus dat is wel heel belangrijk, vind ik.
Dutch children rank high in well-being, says UNESCO. A strong work-life balance lets families prioritize quality time, creating a supportive environment where children feel secure and valued.
Everyone has a lot of energy here and everyone's so happy. Ze maken het altijd heel grappig en nou ja, ze zijn altijd aardig.
Omdat ze het leren leuk maken.
From autonomy in education to meaningful societal participation, the Dutch model creates a nurturing environment where children can thrive academically and socially.
Are you happy?
Yeah!
Quality education should be tailored to the unique needs of each population, especially in underserved communities where schooling infrastructures are often compromised. I spoke to Maliha Malik, Executive Director of Education Above All, a foundation in Qatar dedicated to protecting education for disadvantaged groups. I asked her about the organization's outreach programs and how technology is used as a tool to bridge the gap.
It has to start off with a needs assessment of the local population, and it has to start off by listening to people themselves, the beneficiaries, and their families and communities about what they need. The best results in terms of schools, in terms of education, are when the community leads their own vision of what a school is. That's when it's sustainable. That's when people feel invested in their own school, their own education. Technology is a double-edged sword. So on the one hand, the risk is that technology is going to be a wonderful solution, but those who can afford it, we need to make sure that the principles of equity and inclusion and fairness apply to accessing quality education through technology.
Now it's time for our regular feature, Business in 60 Seconds. Start the clock. Tech giant Apple is gearing up to announce its Q2 financial results for 2025. Its Vision Pro headset, which retails at $3,500, has found a surprising niche in the medical field, with doctors using the spatial computing device for surgery, training, and post-op analysis. This development aligns with Apple's growing focus on healthcare and wellness technologies. Airbus is preparing to announce its first quarter earnings report of 2025. The firm is in talks to collaborate with Italian defense conglomerate Leonardo and French company Thales. The three companies are working on an alliance as Airbus seeks to expand its presence in the growing satellite technology market. And Hershey's is set to release its Q1 2025 revenue results. The chocolate giant is stepping into the retail market by partnering with footwear brand Ground Up to create a line of Hershey's-themed shoes. It's part of their latest strategic plans to overcome rising ingredient costs. Very tempted to have a chocolate bar myself. So when it comes to primary education, the world has come a long way to improve literacy levels, but so much more needs to be done to give hundreds of millions of children access to quality learning while also bolstering schooling infrastructures. And that comes with boosting investments, actionable policies, and focused implementation, because empowering the next generation of workers begins in the classroom. Well, that's all the time we have for on this edition of the show. Thanks for watching. Please do check out yournews.com for all your latest business news and join us again next time on The Exchange.